Welcome back. We are back with Victoria Tran. She's a professional organizer and the owner of Sorted. She is sharing tips on how to get organized. She just gave us some great tips about how we can redo our closets. And now she is tackling probably my second most visited space, the pantry, everybody. Victoria, thanks for sticking around. Thank you for another display. And okay, I have to ask you first because, like I said, I love my pantry, but it can get very cluttered. I'm not even gonna lie to you. What are two things you think we can do to get the most functionality out of our pantries?
Yeah, so there's so many tips that I'm going to give you today, but depending on your space and your inventory, it can be different. But the first thing I can tell you is just to really be intentional of what's in there. So is it something that you're going to eat? Does it need to belong in your pantry? Oftentimes people keep things that have nothing to do with food or kitchen in the pantry. So is
Why
that something?
Why are you talking about me?
So is that something that can be moved to create space for things that you actually use and make sense to have in the pantry? So really being intentional of things that are in there. Is it in good condition? Is it expired? Are you going to eat it?
So I shouldn't be putting my paper towels, my plates in the pantry because I do that currently.
No, you can, because that's still kitchen related.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, you see?
That's
and
okay.
I love this tip right here, taking items out of original packaging. I see you've done that for us right here with this great display here. What's the benefit of that? Because even though we're taking out the packaging, we're still putting something in there, so it's taking up space.
Yes, so that's something that you can do today that doesn't take a lot of time or cost any money, is to take things out of their original packaging. So we did it here with the tea, we did it here with the baking items, but for example, this tea was originally in 4 boxes. It's sitting on the shelf, you don't know how many is in there. So often I pick up a box in someone's pantry of, let's say, snack bars, and it's empty because you can't see inside. So just taking it out will reduce the visual clutter. You can easily see how much you have left, and it's pretty.
It's so true. I love that, and I love what you did right here.
Yes.
I see you have a marker here because, like, I feel like if I'm taking stuff out of the original packaging, I'm missing out on the expiration date. Should we write it on something?
Yes.
If so, where?
Yes, so we love to use these containers. You can easily open with the click like that.
Oh, how cute!
Yep, it keeps it fresh. You can see how much you have. It's wide mouth, so you can use a measuring cup and just stick it right in there. And then we love to use an oil-based Sharpie and just put any directions on the back or expiration date. So like we did here, we put the date. Maybe if it's pasta, you're gonna put 1 cup water to 1 cup pasta, anything specific for that. And that way too, you can stack them if you need to. It's modular. And then, it's just easy to see how much you have left at a glance.
Also write what type of thing it is, because sometimes I got my confectioner's sugar and my flour mixed up. That's a story for another day, everybody, so try to write that as well. And what's the name of these bins so we know what to look for at the store?
Yes, these are called OXO brand bins, but there's so many different brands you can find really everywhere.
I love it, and I love this right here, everybody. Look, it turns. Tell me about what this is right here and how it can help with our space.
Yeah, so here, this is a turntable. We love to use turntables for spices, but then also spreads, condiments, dressings, that kind of thing. We like to put them on higher shelves, so oftentimes you can't see up there. So if you use a turntable and just easily spin it, it'll bring the back to the front, and you can see so things don't get forgotten back there.
That's genius, because I always keep all of mine just out on the countertop, just because I need to see, which one I have, but I like that you use this. And it moves, everybody. People love acrylic bins. This is something I see on social media all the time. But I had to ask Victoria, I said, when I use acrylic bins, I do it like this, right? But she said, don't do it like this, do it like this. Tell us why.
Well, we like to do things that you can easily see. So doing it this way, you can see the 3 different kinds just at a glance. We love to use acrylic bins, just like you said, because they're wipeable, they're clear, you can see what's inside. They come in so many different sizes and styles, stackable, not stackable. So it's just looks nice in the pantry, and it's so functional.
Yeah, and notice how she did the same thing with the chips right here. She faced it forward so we know, because again, I would just put it on top of each other, but we get to see the brand so we know what we have. Also love this right here. This is stackable as well.
Yes, this is a graduated shelving system where this also comes in several sizes and styles to fit your inventory, but we like to do it because you can easily see what's in the back at a glance from the front, because so oftentimes things in the back just get forgotten about. They go bad, they go expired, you waste money and time and space. So just doing little things like this will increase the functionality.
I love it. And here she put everything by category. This is all, you know, obviously rice and all that. This is, of course, popcorn. But I want to show people some before and afters real quick, some of the work you've done.
Sure.
Tell us real quick how long it took you to do this.
Yes, so this was a very large pantry, and what you don't see is there's another shelf behind the shelf of the exact same thing. So it was a very large pantry. This took a team of 3 people an entire day. And what takes so long is sometimes people are surprised at how long it does take, but what we do is we empty every single thing out. So we're going to empty, in that first picture you see we took everything out and we grouped it into categories in the kitchen. So we made a huge mess of piles of different categories, but when we emptied it, we grouped everything together. So we put all your crackers together, all your grains together, all your baking items together.
That's such a great tip. And
Yes.
you know, I love how you just said it took a team. You suggest enlisting in some help from somebody else. But I have to ask you before we go to break, because
Yes.
we're running out of time, how often should we revisit and redo our pantry?
Yes, so once you take the time to do it right the first time, emptying it out, going through every category, setting up systems, I really, in my own pantry too, and I tell people it only should take a few minutes every day to keep up with it. So
Oh,
you never
bless you, Victoria. I'm going to try. I really am. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And look,
Thank you.
if you all want more professional organizing advice, head over to sortednola.com or give her a call at 504-224-6842. We'll be right back, everybody.